of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time. We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready? 180? 51,
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. That a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set up. 70, Indy.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Like 80, 50.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Steelers yards there.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
30. 54 Mike. I'm on.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bengals 6, Steelers nothing.
Like 20.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Mixon. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Look at the big man rumble. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. 2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Down, 30 base.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards on the ground.
First down, Cincinnati.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 50, plant. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, dude.
They'll set up to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Caught by Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That's good for us, Steelers.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Connor, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready? Select 30.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he spins away. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
On first down, Connor, and some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Connor here on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Go now. 94.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Mixon. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team? Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving. Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels? Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities. And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard. Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up. Mixon hit, and the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it. And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Connor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, let's go 7.
This is Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Allen's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Set. 10-2 stop.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, playing skills, you did, Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, Bobby is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be like in my